Howdy folks, this is Colt Shemek here at Granite Automotive, and I'm here to talk to you about the new 2025 GMC 2500 AT4. If you're unfamiliar with the AT4, it's like a roided out off-road. This is actually my favorite color of the pickups. It's called Volcanic Red. You got the AT4 wheels, you got the red tow hooks, the more blacked out on the grill versus the chrome. And then you got all these little circles here. That's 360 park assist. So these are big boys, okay? So when you're in tight corners or in parking lots, that will help guide you so you don't smack into anything. And then a standard 2-inch lift and upgraded Ranchero suspension. This puppy comes with 470 horse, 975 foot-pound torque, and it can tow up to typically 3/4 tons or 20,000 and 22,000 pounds. And then you'll have a whole 360 camera, all the cameras in the world. Not to mention, I mean, just look at it, it's just beastly. One of my favorite features about these GMCs is a multi-pro tailgate. Some of you might think it's just fanciness. It's not. I use the crap out of this. I hunt and fish quite often if I'm out at the lake and I got a clean fish. I got a 120 plug-in right there for my electric knife. I can sit here and flay, or not to mention, I fold it down. I got a little flapper here. That'll stop a lot of things. I actually had this stop a four-wheeler for me once because my brother didn't know how to strap one down. And then the main reason,
this is a step.
It's not only a step, I can sit here. I can sit here and watch the river, watch my rods, or good at the bonfire. I'm out camping, and I can use the step. If I don't have the best knees either, so now I can have a handle. I could just step right up on there, and this thing can take up to 400 pounds of punishment. So if you break this, you need to lay off the McDonald's. Got all the tie downs, and look at this. They came back with side steps. Remember them 80s and everything? And they don't flim. They're not flimsy. They're tough. I can reach in up there. I can reach in back here. Grab whatever, my cooler, my bag, my whatever you like to carry. Now let's take a look inside. This is where it's really gonna blow your mind. Alrighty, a little bit of a jump. That's that 2-inch lift. Anyway, you can already see right out the gate, completely upgraded interior, Kalahari accent black on the inside, heated cooled seats, you got heated rear seats. One thing I really like is my climate control is still buttons. So I can still, I like the buttons way more than I do up on the screen, but not to mention I can still go to the screen if I'm feeling bougie and want to show off a little bit. So with these screens, they're actually diagonal towards the driver a little more, because in reality, I want to see better than this guy. And if I'm using navigation, it's just a quick glance. Not to mention my navigation, this puppy's got heads up display. So now I can know when I have to make a U-turn, when I miss my turn, or when to make a turn, because I like the navigation in this way better than my Apple Maps. I don't like the turn in 200 feet stuff. What I'm about to tell you is all this stuff, you can turn it on or off. So if you want to use normal cruise, you can do that. If you want to use the adaptive, you can definitely do that, okay? So I got my exhaust brake. This is lane keep assist. My little brother likes to call this the anti-DUI device, but that's not what it's meant for. What it's meant for is to keep you in between the lines, okay? It will drive itself for roughly 20 seconds before it'll beep at you and tell you to touch the steering wheel, okay? And if I don't like it, I can shut it off. That 360 park assist to keep me from bashing into objects, right there. If you trust your driving and you think you can navigate around it, you don't like the beeping and buzzing, you can shut it off. And then this one opens your tailgate, hazards, track control, downhill cruise assist. That actually saved my rear quite a bit in the hills, because right north of Custer, next to Crazy Horse, it's a constant slant. So when I set my cruise, it'll climb, and the sheriff always gets me. It's got me 3 times before actually. That prevents that from happening. Now I got my wireless phone charging pads, and I could stick my phone in there, it'll charge, and I could do cookies and it won't fly out. You're gonna tow heavy, okay? With this pickup, you should be able to hook up to a trailer on your own, no problem at all, all right? So let's check out these cameras. Look at that, crystal clear. 360 camera, I got my front camera, my back camera, I can look down on my rear, on my nose, I can look at my tires. Are they flat? What's going on? I can look at my blind spot, make sure I don't curb my trailer. Then not to mention, I can look down on my hitch, and then a big one, I can look in my bed. I can even zoom in on where my fifth wheel would be. So this would set up profiles and remember trailers that you set, okay? And then even you can test lights with that. It will do your light testing. I don't have to go and then go out and go check my blinker. I don't have to put my hazards on and go make sure everything's working and then tell my significant other or whoever you're with, hey, press on the brakes, let me check the brakes. It will tell me if I have a light out. It's very handy. Not to mention GM comes with the Invisa trailer. So if you have one of them fancy trailers with the camera on the back, you can see everything behind your trailer. It comes up on here. It's crazy. And you have the upgraded Bose sound system, which that slaps. I really like that. There is a difference. Not to mention buying a Duramax, buying a diesel, everyone gets skeptical about parts and service and if something breaks. Well, if something does break, you got a standard 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. I mean, just look at that. You pull that up to Applebee's, you're gonna turn heads, okay? So where's it located? Come on down to Granite, Buick, GMC, ask for Coulter or the Mustache Man or anybody or whatever salesperson you work with and come get yourself one.